Coach, how do you think the entire spring practices have gone up to this point?
It was good. I mean, the biggest things we're looking for is an individual basis, to get better in techniques, fundamentals, learn how to play. Some guys, it was a big opportunity for our. We're looking for a lot of backup position guys that are going to compete, and so they get themselves in a position to compete in a fall for a job. And I thought we did that. I think we got a lot better across the board, and that's what we were looking for. And that in our special teams, I think we made a huge jump on special teams.
Now, all of those 3 weeks have culminated in this green and white game. How do you think the game went today?
It was pretty solid across the board the way they played. There wasn't a lot of huge plays, but it was very competitive. I thought guys got after it on both sides of the ball, and it was pretty tight. And there was a couple big plays there by Brandon running the football. He obviously did a good job. There was a couple huge punts by Andrew Jones. He made some real huge punts, and we did a good job, I think, in the kicking game. I think we went 3 for 4, but the one we missed was 52 yards. So I felt pretty good about that.
And during this these practices during the spring, is this where you kind of assess where you have your holds and do things? What do you look out of spring practices?
Yeah, that's a big part. We kind of got to figure out the guys that have proven and can play at our position. We understand that. Those guys, we're trying to get them better. It's the guys that haven't been in those situations or been in those roles to get a lot of playing time yet. We're trying to find out, really put them on the test and find out, are they ready to play in the GSC? Are they ready to help us win a championship? And I thought there was a lot of bright spots, and there's a lot of guys that did push through and got themselves in position to do that.
And throughout the spring, after the spring practices are over and then green and white game is done, and where do you think the team is after? How much better do you think we got in these last 3 weeks?
Well, I think we're sitting. At certain spots we're a lot better. At some spots we're waiting for that help to come in the fall. I think our offensive line's in a pretty solid position. Depth-wise, maybe not, but I think we can put a pretty salty group up there in the front guys when they're all healthy and ready to go. Our quarterback situation is solid. I think our running back situation is pretty solid. Receivers, we got a couple guys. We don't have much depth there right now, but we got some help coming in. We think we signed 6 guys, and so that helps. That depth range is coming up there. Defensive line, I think on the defense side we can put our first 11 out there. And there's some guys that in the backups got themselves in position to do that, compete. We're probably sitting around 14 guys on defense. We have 15 that can play. We'd rather be at 22, 24 that we feel to put out there. So some of those guys are here and haven't proven it yet, and some of the guys are going to be coming in the fall, new signees. So
thanks a lot for your time, Coach. Let's go eat some barbecue now.
All right, thank you.
Get in the zone, man. Let's go.
As an offense, how do you guys think you did today during the green and white game?
We did all right. We're a lot better than what we did. It was kind of embarrassing at points, but as a team, we've gotten better. Our offensive line, we're down a couple starters that we had in the fall. So we just got to keep working through the summer and get ready for the fall.
Now, throughout this whole spring practice, how do you think the offense, the new guys and things like that, just learned the offense and progressed in the system?
They did a good job. The coach has been on them all 3 weeks, and they had good strides at times, and some they had a little bust, but other than that, we did a good job.
Now, throughout the spring, I asked Hogan this. So, where would you assess where the team is right now?
We're all right. We're not good, and we got to get a lot better. I think we're a whole lot better than what we showed today. So.
Are you glad that spring practices are over now?
No, I don't care. I love football. I love being out here with these guys. It gets you away from everybody else, and it's like a family. So.
That's a good answer. Thanks for your time, bud.
Appreciate it.
All right, you've been practicing for 3 weeks. How'd it feel to finally get the pads on and go against the offense there?
It felt pretty good, man. We got after each other today, we saw what we needed to improve on and saw our mistakes, and we're going to improve on in the fall. So, pretty good day.
How do you think the spring practice overall have gone?
It started off slow, man. We first started off spring practice kind of slow, but we picked it up as time went on, and offense and defense both got better as time went on. So, yeah.
Did there any standouts, guys that you weren't expecting to step up during this spring session?
Tyler say y'all had a pretty good spring game. New safety Fred, he had a pretty good spring. Those are pretty good players. Michael Davis, man, he had a pretty good spring. Them players, I just didn't think they were gonna have a spring like this, but they did. They had a great spring.
So after this spring practices, where do you think the team is going after this? So at this point, where do you think the team is?
We got some improvement to do offensively and defensively, man. But I think the only way to go now is up. So, hey, we're gonna get there.
Thanks for your time. Good game.
All right, thanks, man.